Hi, Soul Family. Okay, we're going to start here because I have to read something. I want to go outside. I want to do our reading outside, but I have to look at some things here first so it's easy. So I'll give you your items to choose from. One item is going to be my crystal and diffuser bracelet. This is lava stone and rose agate, and it's got a little brass key. And what you do is you put the essential oils on the lava stone, and you get and these are also Reiki charged. So you get the healing benefits of the Reiki healing, as well as the crystals themselves, as well as the essential oils. So these are power packed. If you'd like to get one, they're on my website, www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. And I should spell that for you probably because nobody seems to know how to spell my name. Sherri. Last name Columbus. All one word, sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. Okay, that's one item. The other item I'm using is my mom's brass wand. I know we've used it recently. Oh, are you going to do this again? I just had it on. There we go. I just used this recently. I was super excited. It's really cool to use it at night because it gets really, really dark. Like during the daytime, see how, but at nighttime it's just on fire. So I was using it for my twin soul. I was giving him unconditional love as well as myself. I was working on the throat chakra to open up the throat chakra in order to speak what needs to be said. So it's made of clear quartz, which is where you put your intention on any clear quartz. This is brass, which is grounding, right? And the red is always unconditional love. So there's this. So we're working with earth and fire so far, our elements, okay? The next item is going to be my fancy jasper bracelet with the sunflower. I love this. This is also earthy, isn't it? And water, right? So we got earth, fire, water, energy so far. And the last item is going to be this necklace that Melissa made me. It's got the water. It's got the earth. It's got a bullet with a turquoise on it, which cracks me up. So it makes me think of protection from vampiric energy. And it's got gold that says beauty, reminding us of our own beauty, all of us, with the beauty within us. And it's got a sand dollar, and on the back of it, it says, I'm really a mermaid. So there's this beautiful necklace. So that's our last item, okay? So, all right. Oh, my computer. Every time I walk away from my computer for 5 seconds, it shuts down. It's so annoying. I have to keep it running with some long video. Otherwise, let's do this. See, and my computer too. I mean, my Bluetooth shuts off if it's not working 24/7. Okay, so what this is a channeled message, but it's a dream. It's prophetic. It's a prophetic dream. And I know it's prophetic because when I was writing it down, I finished writing it down and I experienced something right afterwards that literally showed me the exact same story again. So it is definitely the truth and it affects different people. What's interesting in my dream is, of course, they always show me my twin soul. So I'm using that as an example. But this message is probably for many people. So my twin is traveling with a spiritual person who does drugs. He's all about money. He's all about possessing people. He holds people hostage. He does magic, and he likes me. I don't like him. He's shown to me as somebody who's incredibly knowledgeable. He's got a sense of humor. He's so effeminate that he could be mistaken for gay, or he might be gay. He's very self-important, very, very arrogant. But he does have knowledge. There's reason for him to have pride in himself, but he comes across quite arrogant. He's definitely very connected. But what I see him doing, okay, let me see if it shows in here, otherwise I'll explain it again. So my twin is a good person. He's like me. He's standing up for a woman who has this man that's holding her captive. She's afraid. And he stood up to her. He stood up to him and he said, "You will not touch her." This person came up and asked the woman, he says, "Here, take my hand and I'll help you." She looked like she had straw inside of her. I saw her arm when he went to take her hand, and I saw straw inside of her arms. Take my hand. It's okay, I've got you. And then the person said, this is the one for you. That master, that wicked shaman, is not to be trusted. He's an evil man. He lives in Los Angeles and he is very popular. People look up to him. He's nothing but a drug addict, an idiot loser. He's not anything as he is professed to be. I want nothing to do with him. And my twin knows that. And he took my friend, and my friend is under his control. She's afraid. I will not allow him to hurt her. That woman is gay, and her friend is leaving, and she said that I won't let him hurt her. He knows that I won't allow anything to happen to her. He knows, this shaman, he knows not to mess with me, right? Which is interesting because we're crossing over. I'm thinking about the crossover cars. You know, I'm looking at vehicles. I was looking at Forerunners, and I have a grandma car, like a Nissan Sentra. It's not my thing. And so I'm looking at Forerunners. I'm looking at, well, Forerunner comes to mind because it's the only thing I really want in my head. And so somebody said to me, well, what about a crossover? So I feel like this person is a cross-dresser. I feel like this person is a crossover. Like it could be a gay woman, gay man. It could be somebody who's bisexual. Whatever it is, it's a crossover. It's what they're showing me. A little bit of both, right? I just heard the best of both in one. So, so she's afraid. I won't allow him to hurt her. And this man knows not to mess with me. So he brings out a sword. It's a samurai sword, but I'm not afraid of him. I walk up to him and I said, you will not touch her. I will not back down. She will not do what you say. And then I see what is represented to me as a woman that is an alcoholic. She is related to another one who is a habitual liar. They're not related. They're step brother, sister. They're not related. They're related through marriage. The one that was the alcoholic, drug addict, has a necklace. And there was a picture of, that I have a necklace, and there's a picture of that one on this necklace. She says, I want that one, I want to wear that. And she takes the necklace that I'm wearing. And I said, I want my necklace back. And she looked over at the step brother or sister, the one that lies a lot. And that one said, give it back to her, it's hers. So the drug addict, alcoholic person takes off the necklace. She's mad. She doesn't want to do it. She was under the influence of that fake shaman, this very wealthy older man who has done awful things. And people follow this person. And I said, I had no idea that you did that he had other people there with us. I would never follow him. I don't want to go where he wants to go. I don't want to do what he wants to do. That older man was fascinated with me, but I want nothing to do with him. And that woman that was crying when her friend was leaving, I said, take my hand, hold on to my hand. And the person said, this is your teacher. This is the one. This is the true one. When I looked at her arms, they were possibly cuts on her arms. This person hurts themselves to get attention. I think that's why I saw straw in her arms. I'm thinking of the scarecrow who didn't think they had a brain, but they did. So it's also a cutter, somebody who cuts themselves. They don't want to kill themselves, but they'll cut themselves in order to get attention. So I'm going back to this shaman, this older man that's very intelligent and very connected. This person was going out to get acid. We were all in a group of people, and he was going to go get acid. And I said, what? And he said, yeah. And he starts talking about all this party scene in the party circuit that he's with. And I'm thinking, you're not a spiritual person. You don't walk your walk. You don't talk your talk. What are you doing going to get acid? And it took me back to several dreams that I've had going way back. How I was with somebody in Las Vegas, and we were walking through the Rainforest Cafe, and somebody came up to us and handed us a little square piece of paper. And on it there was a picture of a tiger. And another one. And I said, oh, you know what that means? And they said, what? And I said, time to go on safari. Well, I know after now, I mean, at the time I was so innocent, I didn't realize that it was acid. It's LSD. They have little pictures. You lick it and you get high. So this shaman, this very connected, very aware shaman, is addicted to acid. He likes it. And I said, I don't want to follow him. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want that. That person has a drug problem. That person is pretending or professing to be something that they're not. And what sucks is that this person is actually connected. This person, but there's a lot of people that are connected. It doesn't mean that they're coming from the light. This person was absolutely consumed with the Hollywood crowd, with being popular, and was very arrogant and thought a lot of themselves, and was hurting this other person, who made that other person feel like they didn't have a brain. They were literally held hostage by that. Now, is it all the same person, all wrapped up in one? I don't know. All I know is somebody held their hand out and someone said, this is your teacher, go with them. And that was me in the dream. I embody, of course, people's bodies that I'm in when I'm doing these dreams. So, I was just watching this whole scene go down. And then, as I said, I am absolutely covered in cactus needles. There's one in my hand. Ow. They're on my legs. Because I've got cactuses. It's a cactus family right behind me. And I must have brushed up against it, got it on this top, and it's transferred to me. And I'm thinking about a transfer, right? The little pieces of paper that have the LSD transferred on them. I also, this is going to come up again, that there is someone who was drugging someone else and they didn't know they were being drugged. There was somebody that was very jealous, somebody that didn't want that person to move on from them. And so they wanted to get back at them. They just wanted to make them sick. They didn't want to really harm them, but they had a reaction and they ended up in the hospital. And so I'm thinking about toxic energy. It transfers from one to another. That's what that did. That cactus family, it got stuck on somebody and it transferred to me. The toxic energy, and it hurt me. So there's a message in all of that. So you say that we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste. That's a message there. Okay, so that was the dream that I wanted to share with you because, as I said, there's a lot of people that are spiritually connected, that are psychically connected, and they don't do good things with the gifts that they have. It doesn't mean they don't have those gifts. It doesn't mean they can't get themselves back online and back on track. They absolutely can. But this person has a problem with acid. This person has LSD issues, and how interesting. Somebody just wrote to me and said, we heard that, oh my God, I've got a call coming through. I'm going to have to make this a two-parter. I'm sorry, guys. We'll speak again in a few minutes. You got the groundwork.